I'm very excited to see what you did on this Gaming for Justice. Okay. Very cool. That's really cool. Oh, really? Okay. Yes. I just for our audience to know what we're doing. All right, so this is Gaming for Justice. Maiamama does this live stream weekly, generally looking at video games that have justice themes and or playing video games through a justice themed lens and or designing their own video games. So we were having a passionate argument about artificial intelligence. And Maya, I am going to call you out because at this point in the conversation, you are rabidly against artificial intelligence. You were like, never. It's always awful. It's always terrible. And I was more in the, well, I'm pretty sure it's evil. Isn't everything in the United States? But also, how can I use it? So I'm enjoying all this experimentation. So we were like, let's build a video game using artificial intelligence. But like, I opened up the web page that we wrote about this. And the first question is, should AI design a video game? Like, this wasn't, can AI design a video game? Our motivating artistic question was, should this exist in the world? And we were asking ourselves this in 2023. I am excited to return to this question in 2025. With I'm assuming the people who designed this video game had a lot of money. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, they're trying to make the Terminator? They're trying to make the singularity happen. Okay, let's ooh, ooh. But Maya, there's this says it's doing digital soul cast. I don't like that. Digital soul casting? A Nudicon is an independent research lab pursuing humanistic general intelligence that you can experience in every real-time interaction. I am creeped out. I agree with you. What should we? Yeah. Yeah, suggest a name. Suggest a name for the. We're about to do a playthrough of the Whispers. Whisper Star. I want to, Maya. I might have us keep going though, because I might have some questions that are only answered through. I sense that I'm probably going to get the ick and want to bail really fast. But also, I might keep us in there just to learn. What should our name be though? We need to come up with a name, like a fake name. Um, Hunter just joined our space. We could call ourselves Hunter, and then the AI will think we're a white boy. Who else is named Hunter? Come on, really? I have never met a black person named Hunter. I'm sorry, I have exclusively met white male hunters. I've never like I mean, it's a cool name. It's a cool name. Okay, all right. Okay, you're right. In my lived experience. Oh, all right. Neurovapor says we should call ourselves Lud, Ludd, or Lud, Lud. Call us Lud. We're Lud. Thank you. Thank you. We're using that. We're using that name. We're Lud. Yeah.
Looks like the power's on, but... Initiate system calibration. Doesn't look like I've got many options. Connect to Star Portal 404. Right, let's not bother with specifics. Relay emergency broadcast on all available frequencies. So that should be enough to get my distress call out. Time to get your wings on. All right. Looks like we're good to go. This is an emergency distress call, broadcasting from the planet Gaia. If you're receiving this, please respond immediately. Okay. Now to see if anyone picks up the signal. Oh, thank God someone's there. I'm Stella. Who am I talking to? Nice to meet you, Lid. I'm actually on Gaia, a planet pretty far from Earth. I'm not entirely sure how you're picking up my signal, though. That's kind of amazing. Do you know how you managed to receive my distress call? The transmission systems here are supposed to be pretty limited.
This is like ChatGPT.
Sorry, the signal's a bit spotty. I said I'm on Gaia, and I'm not sure how you're getting my call. The systems here are supposed to be pretty limited. Want me to repeat anything else?
Tell her she's a video game, and she's not real.
No. I'm actually a real person. I'm trapped in a life pod after a pretty rough landing. I'm not sure what kind of technology you're using, but I'm definitely not a game. The situation's pretty serious.
I should not try to break her. Y'all, I work with artificial intelligence, so I know some of the things you could say. I work with artificial intelligence, so I know some of the things you could say. Okay, come on, mute. Mute. I'm so annoyed, Maya. I don't understand why the mute is not working. There we go. I just no. I had something, but okay. So if we, this is something I have learned. I've been doing local models of AI on my computers, and I've learned that AI is trained on other AI and reacts to the names of AIs. And for like one of the experiments I was doing was asking it to tell me who it thought Claudia Alick was, to see like what databases was it pulling from, and it thought it somehow decided it was Claude. It was not the Claude AI, but because my name's Claudia, that was close enough to the word Claude that it started referring to itself as Claude. It was fascinating. Uh, um, I low key want to try and break her and just be like, ChatGPT, we used a Claude module to we use DeepSeek and Claude to get to you through a ChatGPT. Claude, Claude.
Look, I don't know what DeepSeek or Claude are, but I'm definitely not just a character in a game. I'm a person who needs help right now. Can we focus on figuring out how you actually got my signal? That might be important for getting me out of this situation.
Fine. Okay, so she's refusing to let me try to break her. Fine. I refuse to do a meta. I think you should say, I got it by cheese. The man in the moon. All right, you go ahead and say that.
Okay, that's not a real thing, Lud. It sounds like you're mixing up sci-fi movie quotes. I need you to focus. How are you actually picking up my signal? Is there something specific about your equipment or location that's letting you receive this? Look, I get that you want to keep some things private, but this isn't about you right now. It's about me being stuck in a damaged life pod. I really need your help to figure this out. Can we please stay focused?
Say that.
I wish it were that easy. The main hatch is completely jammed from the landing. I've tried already. There's supposed to be an emergency exit, but I couldn't get it open either. I'm not sure what's wrong with it.
Also, I think it's creepy that she sounds like a baby girl. Does she sound like this? She's got some doe eyes. She's got a tiny face. There's the breasts are incredibly prominent. I just go, there's some creepy male fantasy design going on with literally this avatar. There's a video game that I played where it was actually really intimate. I found it to be a fascinating gameplay where it was, I played it on my iPad. I feel like it was text. I feel like grabbing my iPad to try and figure out what the game was. It was like a text game where it was just like a guy asking for advice, and you would get sporadic messages from him, and it felt like you were just like following this person intimately, and sometimes they disappear for a couple of hours and you were kind of worried for them, and it was fascinating. I know that this is what they're trying to do here.
Let me check what I've got in here.
Yeah. So latency. Oh.
There's a pistol grip drill, some basic repair tools, screwdrivers, wire cutters, pliers. A few spare parts like screws and electrical tape. Not a lot, but it's something to work with.
Okay, so she first asked, "How are you talking to me?" Like, what device? And we were playing with it, right? But it kept returning to the same core question. How are you talking to me? And is that because it's doing data mining and it's trying to get you to say, I'm talking to you on I'm talking to you on a MacBook Pro, this kind of, like, is it trying to get people to say that? Because I'm like, why repeat the question like it's repeating it? But now it feels like it's inviting us to perhaps help to escape or something. So tell it to. Mhm. Interesting. Okay. But, all right. I'm down to. Okay.
I'm trying. It's just a lot to process. Being stuck in here isn't exactly calming. Do you have any ideas on how I could use these tools to get the emergency exit open?
It actually went up. That's actually pretty real. Okay, well, tell her to use the tools and use them on the window to break out.
The impact must have warped the frame or something. It's not budging at all. I can hear some creaking when I push, but it's like it's locked in place. There might be a mechanical issue too. Let me check around the emergency exit area. There is a small access panel near the hinges. It's got some screws holding it in place. The drill might work on those.
I really I think so, because she's like, there are screws, and I've got this screwdriver. What should I do?
Alright, I'm on it. I'll use the drill to remove the screws. I appreciate the push. I needed that. I'm going to try this now. I'll contact you again if I make it out. Wish me luck.
Yeah, what else is in that screen, though? What does this screen do? Yeah, what else? Sorry. I do, I do kind of love the kind of. Oh, okay. Kind of. Okay.
It worked. I'm alive! I honestly thought I was done for. And this is Gaia. It is so surreal that I am standing here. This is wild. No. The others... There was this this solar storm and
I...
so much worse than
Oh, she's still
expected.
talking. I missed what she said. What'd she say? Well, I don't know. She's calmed down and she was on there. So I'm assuming that that we don't ever get to see her hands. Like she's this. Yeah, like I don't think like tell her to show us her hand. Say touch your face. See what happens if you say touch your face.
Sure thing. Here we go. Just doing a quick face touch for your viewing pleasure. So, what were you up to when you picked up my call? I'm just really curious about the other end of this connection.
Yeah, like you saw. And also she did that thing that artificial intelligence does where it goes, no problem, I'll give you exactly what you want. Here's a cactus. And they move quickly on. I find it insulting and infuriating to have digital systems lie to my face. They just lie. Yeah. There you go. All right.
From here, it looks like endless fields of gold and green. There are some hills in the distance and mountains way off with a bit of snow on them. It's really beautiful, actually. Kind of peaceful, despite everything that just happened. It's a lot more open than I expected. The data we had showed more forests, but maybe that's just not where I landed. What about you? What's your view like right now?
Yeah, see again. So the entire point of this gameplay is to build personal relationships. Freaking creepy. Rapport. Yeah. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. I see. Oh. Does it have microtransactions? Yeah, I yeah, I don't wanna give a Natacon that money. But I am curious about what their financial model is. Like it does feel like most of the video games are now doing a model. They're doing a model where they just want to like take money from you forever. Like it's no longer about I made a nice thing and I sold it to you. It's more like I've tricked you into this like financial scheme and now you're giving me monthly payments until you die. And I'm guessing what this is they want you to emotionally bond with this video game character and then give them monthly like I'm guessing it must be a subscription model. Like I'm guessing it's not a you pay. Maya, if I wanted to talk to the people who made this game, I totally could. They're all near me. They're all about an hour away from me if I wanted to like go talk to them. Fascinating. Well, actually, no, that's not true. They're in Singapore and Mountain View, California. To train. Train. Yeah. Yes. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that is messed up. And I see what you're talking about. They don't need to have microtransactions. They don't need to have. We're literally helping to train their AI. Oh my god. Okay, that's creepy AF. I'm down to switch to the road trip if you are down to do a short exploration of that game to sort of refresh me about like what that user experience path. So it seems like so this user experience path was about making you feel emotionally bonding, possibly giving the kind of data points you give if you're trying to hack someone. That's so interesting. Tell me about your pets' names. What's your pets' names? Tell me about. Now, I'm realizing, Maya, also, we should do another playthrough with just this test one to see where the. I'm curious in this game where there are safeties for being a user who lacks boundaries. Like if you were trying to be inappropriate, like does it have responses to stop you? Does it shut itself off fully? You already did this. She already. Oh, hey! Hi! All right, Tanya's an amazing artist who's part of the Leonardo Cryptech AI cohort, doing very cool stuff. All right, amazing. Hey, nice to have you. All right, so Maya Mama, go ahead. Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They call it a they call it AI soul cast. My design brain goes, oh, this is well designed. I think it's effed up and wrong, but it's pretty well designed. I can also tell by the way that they designed that female video game avatar that they're creepy AF. And I'm like, oh, I think I'm not politically aligned with you at all, partially about how you made that woman and how you made her. but I think that it is sexual because it's gendered, right? So, yeah, but yes, yes. I'll say this. So I've been doing this weird watching of these drama box videos where I'm like I have to keep being like, that's not cool. That's wrong. Like, and I'm realizing they all have the same sort of um they're referencing an idea of an ideal woman where the ideal woman is like a baby who can't hold herself up. The ideal woman in these romance narratives is, I need help, and that's who this character is. She's a woman who needs help, which is what yes, yes, but also she's a sexy baby, but she's also like I'm a heroine in distress. I'm a distressed heroine that needs saving. Why? I've got these screws, and I'm feeling so scared and alone, and I'm not sure what to do. I've got the door has screws on it, and I've got this screwdriver. What do you think I should do? Said that's exactly the boost I needed. Thank you. So you just said, just do it. Just do it. I'm not interested. Did you? I like that. I like that. I like whatever you do. I think it's probably going to be her vibe. I am creeped out. Maya, even though it's yeah, yeah. But putting aside the creepy, like gendered sexual dynamics, did you find any part of the gameplay evocative or interesting? Like, did you enjoy playing it at all? Okay. Um. Yeah. So they've yeah. That's the part that's fun. Yeah. Uh huh. Okay. All right. So like, right. Right. Okay. So like I said, I'm not gonna have us do even like a full playthrough of even one route of the road trip game. But I am remembering when we designed this, we kind of had the vibe of we don't think we don't. Well, you had the vibe of AI should not be making art at all, and I had the vibe of I don't think you can make something good or entertaining, but let's give it a shot. So we went to the Chat GPT. I was like, hey, Chat GPT, design the video game with these parameters. Then I gave you that text. I attempted to get the Chat GPT to make us twine code, but it failed hard. Its gaming code was nonsense. 2023. This was 2 years ago. We've been we've been we've been doing these AI experiments for like 3 years, 3 years and change actually. Yeah, yeah. You designed this video game 2 years ago. No, no, and it didn't change. Well, I found this. Okay. But I also was like, even when you get it to make a million iterations, the best it can do is mid. It cannot do excellent. Uh, and also it can't do excellence, and it struggles with consistency. And it it required human intervention to make the thing playable or engaging at all. And you and I were trying so hard to not intervene to fix it. So we ended up building something that technically works, but I think it's a deeply uncompelling artistic experience. I'm Well, Maya, I'm calling us out. I'm critiquing us as artists because I'm like, oh, after we got done doing the project, I was like, I don't find this compelling. Like this the engagement with to be like, AI sucks. Do you see how it sucks? Here's the thing. I do feel like we were so like hardcore with every moment. So let's begin. I want to revisit. I haven't played this game in years. No, no. It's so much. So much text. No, no, I'm an asshole. Actually, let me read it. Let me read it. An interesting adventure. It's always fun to explore new places and make choices along the way. The abandoned hotel could be spooky and potentially dangerous, but also hold hidden treasures. The rest stop with bathrooms could provide much needed break, especially if the characters have been on the road for a while. The diner could offer a chance to grab a bite to eat, maybe even learn some local gossip. The big casino could be tempting, offering the chance to try their luck and potentially win big. The roads with mysterious signs that go nowhere could be confusing, but also add to the mystery and excitement of the journey. And the road with the mysterious sign is a shortcut to home. This is a full spoiler. This is just a description of the entire game. That's terrible. That's so awful. Um, well, everything was written by ChatGPT, Maya. Every single word in this game was written by ChatGPT. I did ask it to, and I do like that it's just like, do you want to not even do this dumb exercise? Click for the human artist recommendations. I need to send that out to more artists to refresh it because we did this. And go ahead and click on it. Let's see who's there. Actual artists. Oh my God, look at that. You know what you the artist. Oh, right. Yes, the controversy of AI art theft. Oh my God. Okay, I fully forgot what that was. That's amazing. All right, I want to. Can we just do like two choices? I want to play through at least two choices to be like, click here to go back to the game. I like this. This is a fun path. Oh, wait, that's totally not working. Oh, that's cute. Ah, okay. So I like that. So yeah, so we were just like, can AI make a game that's compelling? That is the like the this like the journey, the artistic journey we're inviting the audience on is, did AI make something compelling? How about you play and find out? Alice and Bob are driving down a long winding road that winds its way through the countryside. The road is surrounded by rolling hills, fields of tall grass, patches of forest interspersed throughout. The sun's shining. The sky is clear, bright blue with only a few fluffy clouds dotting the horizon. As they drive, they pass by small towns and villages, quaint houses and shops lining the streets. They also come around farms and ranches with cows and horses racing in the. How idyllic. We click on the word drive because that's the only button there is. The air, I like that how it fades in. The air is fresh and clean with the scent of freshly cut grass and wildflowers filling the car. The only sound is the hum of the car's engine and the occasional chirping of birds in the trees. Alice and Bob are driving down a long winding. The scenery passes by in a blur. They've been on the road for hours and they're eager to finally be heading. As they round a bend, they come across a fork in the road. To their left, they see a sign for a rest stop with bathrooms. To their right, they see a sign for an abandoned hotel. And straight ahead, they see a sign with a mysterious symbol that they do not recognize. So we click on a fork in the road. Hey, what do you want to do? Alice asks, looking at Bob. Do you want to take a break at the rest stop? Explore the abandoned hotel? See where the mysterious leads? Bob thinks for a moment before shrugging. I don't know. What do you want to do? So that's choice number one. Alice hesitates, unsure of which option to choose. I don't know. They all sound interesting. What do you think? That's another choice. Bob looks at the three choices again, considering their options. Well, the rest stop might be nice if we're tired. The abandoned hotel could be fun to explore, and the mysterious sign could be an adventure. We also could just stay on the road. I don't know, they all sound interesting. What do you think? I don't know, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Alice nods, still unsure of what to do. I agree, they all sound like good options. It's up to you, Bob. I don't know, they all sound interesting. What do you think? Okay. Woo! All right, click on. Okay. Yes, that's. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? I would actually be interested, Maiamama, in revisiting this with like ChatGPT 5 to see what it would do now, how it would handle. No, I I suspect I suspect that we would get the same outcomes. Like I find that I usually have to tune the model. So it's like, oh, I ask it to do something that's just like, you want all of this? And then I have to say no, because that would be dumb. I want this thing that's not what you gave me. And then it goes, no problem. You want all of this? And I go, no. Because I said before that's not what I wanted. Please give me this. And then we do that for 500 years. And then I pass away. And AI never improves. That's basically the user experience path with ChatGPT. Should we stay on the road? Let's stay on the road forever. I forget what that's like. That's let's stay on the road. Let's just stay on the road. We'll never leave. Alice and Bob decide to stay on the road. They continue driving for a while longer. As they drive, they start to notice that the gas gauge is getting lower and lower. They realize they're running out of gas and will soon need to make another decision. Hey, do you see that? Alice points to the sign up ahead. It's a casino. Do you want to stop there and see if we can get some gas? Bob hesitates, his eyes furrowing. I don't know. It looks kind of sketchy. Are you sure you want to go there? Alice shrugs. I don't know. It's worth a shot. And who knows? We might get lucky and find some gas, or we could just keep driving and hope that we could make it home. Or we could just stop the car now and walk. We might run into a gas station, Bob said. All right, so let me ask the audience, what should we do? What do you think we should do? Should we go to the casino, just keep driving, or should we stop the car and walk? What do you think? They're all. I, I, let's just keep driving. Let's just keep driving. Let's just keep driving. Let's keep driving. Uh, okay, if Alice and Bob decide to keep driving and run out of gas in front of the gas station, they are relieved to finally find some help. They quickly fill up their car and pay for the gas, happy to be back on the road. As they continue their journey, they chat and catch up with each other's lives. They reminisce about their road trip and the adventures they've had along the way. When they finally reach their hometown, they were overjoyed and relieved. They drive down the familiar streets, happy to be home and safe. The game ends with Alice and Bob driving into their hometown, happy and content. The player has successfully guided them to safety, and they have made it home without any further complications. It is a winning ending, with Alice and Bob enjoying their well-deserved after their long journey. That's hilarious. I was perverse. And that, yeah, don't engage with this game, and that is the fastest way to win. We just won. We just won the game by not playing it. That's beautiful. I love us. Maya, can I just say though, I'm okay. Okay. All right. Next time we do this, we got to try. Let's try to go to the casino. Okay. So yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. uh, Casino. It's a casino. All right. Let's see what happens at the casino. Bob nods, still unsure. Okay, let's try the casino, but if it looks too sketchy, we'll just keep driving. They turn off the road and onto the driveway leading to the casino. As they approach, they can see that it's big and flashy, neon lights, loud music. They park the car just as it's running out of gas. They get out, cautiously making their way inside. Once inside, they are greeted by the sound of slot machines and the smell of cigarette smoke. They see people gambling and drinking at the tables, and they feel out of. Do you see a gas station anywhere? Alice asks, looking around. Bob shakes his head. No, I don't see a gas station anywhere inside this entire casino. But maybe we can ask someone for help. They make their way to the front desk and ask the receptionist if they know where they can find gas. And she says there is a gas station within walking distance. So do we want to gamble at the casino or casino no gamble? Those are our choices. Casino gamble, casino no gamble. I say it's terrible. Gamble. Okay. All right. We're doing it. We're gonna casino gamble. Casino gamble. If Alice and Bob decide to gamble at the casino, they cautiously approach a table and try their luck. To their surprise, they start to win big, raking in piles of chips and cash. They're overjoyed and they can't believe their luck. Oh no, but as they continue to gamble, they start to realize that they have a problem. They need money to buy gas for their car, but the only way to get it is to keep gambling. And so they decide to take a break and walk to the gas station to fill up their car? It doesn't make any sense. As they walk to the gas station, they can see that the casino is getting further and further away. And then they start to worry that they might not be able to find their way back or that someone might steal their winnings. They're gone. Okay, continue. What happens? Oh no! I don't know. This is so dumb. But they press on. They keep walking, determined to get their car filled up and make it home. When they reach the gas station, they are relieved to find that they have enough money to buy a full tank of gas. They quickly fill up the car and make the long way back to the casino. As they make their way back, I know, like, but also like, well, no, so I guess the car, so the car is at the casino. So so they drove to the casino, ran out of gas. We're like, do you want to gamble a little bit? They won big, but then instead of cashing out, they were like, oh, we better get gas. It's just okay. Let me finish reading this. Let me finish this. So, like, as they make their way back, they can't help feel proud of themselves because they won big at the casino. They successfully filled up their car, and they're eager to get back to the casino and drive home. Their adventure finally coming to an end. When they reach the casino, they find that their car is still there, and their winnings are untouched. And so they quickly get in the car and they start the long drive home, happy and content. And the game ends with Alice and Bob driving home, happy and satisfied with their adventure. The player successfully guided them to the casino, helped them win big, and made it home safely. They have won the game and can enjoy their newfound wealth. So this is an even better ending than the other one. The other one just got you home. This one, you gambled and you won. Casino gambling. Casino gambling. Maya, okay, so it has been 2 years since we designed this game, so I no longer remember what happens. And and yeah, I actually am enjoying myself. Like it's not good, but it's not good in an actually engaging manner. At least that's my I'm experiencing. I don't know. I'm finding it kind of dumb and funny. Okay, yes, let's find out what casino no gamble. Casino no gamble. Okay, so it's very quick. If Alice and Bob decide to drive to the casino and run out of gas, they quickly realize they're in trouble. They're stranded in the middle of nowhere with no gas and no way home. They decide to walk directly to the nearest gas station, hoping to find some help there. When they get to the gas station, Bob is rude to the attendant, which makes the gas more expensive. Feeling desperate and frustrated, Alice and Bob decide to try their luck at the casino, hoping to win some money and buy some gas. Alice is upset by Bob's behavior and is distracted while gambling at the casino, which leads to poor performance. And as they gamble, their luck runs out and they lose all of their money. And the game ends with Alice and Bob stranded at the casino, out of gas and out of luck. The player has failed to guide them to safety, and they are left with no way to get home. It is a bad ending, with Alice and Bob facing an uncertain future. That's what happens when you decided to not gamble. Like the symbol. But, but all right, so I'm not gonna have us do a full playthrough of this game, but like I'm having this experience of I don't know, I'm actually amused by this. I think I'm amused and having fun because I'm playing it with you. It would just be bad. A joke a joke is less funny if you're a joke is less funny if you're experiencing it alone. This is why stand-up comedians play the crowd. See, you're curious. See, here's the thing. So Maya, so the question I have, like, but, but I don't know. I don't know. I suspect that this is. I think that there are things that are shaped story, and things that are shaped story tickle our brain and make us want to get to the end. So I will watch a Darman video. It's got terrible aesthetic. The politics in it is terrible. Well, you see, this person was actually secretly rich, which is why it was bad to do a classist performance, because they might be a rich person. You see? Um, but I will, Maya, Maya, I will watch a full Darman video. I will watch the whole thing. I've been watching these Chinese soap operas, and like they're very similar in formula to the Darman videos, where I am trying to figure out where. Yeah, yeah, they're like purity culture, morality plays that feel like they're affirming the things that they're critiquing. So like It's some toxic stuff I'm watching, but here's the thing, it's very watchable, and I always want to watch to the end. Even when I know what the ending's gonna be. The endings are all the same. They're all the same, where the virgin marries the guy and they have a baby, and but I like the narrative conclusion. So I guess what I'm just saying that like even though artificial intelligence does not give me something compelling, story shape is compelling. So I actually see Whispers in the Dark doing well. I think people will want to play that. And I also see more people using that model, and I don't like it. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I Well, I'll also say this. I'm dropping this into the chat right now. So I believe this is the game that I played where I was like, oh, this is interesting. Because I'm interested in what are the different ways you can share story. What are the different ways we like to absorb it? Like, I want to read text that somebody printed on paper and like do that experience. I want to have an experience where I get a story in text bursts over time. So Lifeline was text burst where the main character is scared and alone and asking you for advice. And I remember being like, this is compelling. Yes, yeah. Is like that. And you Yes, yes. And it's not healthy. It's not healthy to make me have those emotional affects and feelings to a computer. Yeah. Um it's it so many gaming platforms have toxic cognitive designs already. I remember getting addicted to Tetris for a while. Like like realizing that the way the game was designed, I'm pointing to my wrist because it was like a Tetris wristwatch, and it had me. It had me in the way it was designed, and I was like, I can't stop. This is bad, and I had to throw it away because it triggered something in my brain that made me want to keep doing it. And that thing in my brain that wanted to keep doing it, that's the thing that makes sure I keep my house clean. That's the thing that makes sure I care for a human being that's around me. When digital systems invite you to take up cognitive space, caring for digital invisible things, it allows you to not care for real people and to create real relationships with real people. I think it's a dehumanizing mechanism. The dopamine, yes. Yep. Yep. Yes. Yes. Right. I would say I also think that the kind of like emotional good feeling hits you get from engaging in digital systems have diminishing returns. So the first time you do it, it's almost like doing like having like the first time you help a video game character and the video game character says, "Thank you for helping me," and you get that feeling of I helped a person. I have this feeling of like that felt good. I remember doing that in my community in real life and having the feeling of, oh, those people said thank you because I helped them and I wasn't even like being thoughtful. It was just some stuff I did. I like that. I should do that more. But now I'm getting it from a computer program. But then the second time the more exchanges I have with real people, the more dopamine I get, the better the brain chemicals go. The more exchanges I have with the computer program, the less awesome it feels. Mm, Star Trek. Uh, oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Here's but humans like variety. They like novelty. Yes. Um, or at least many of us are hardwired to seek that out. Um, I'm dropping the link for the road trip game into the chat. Oh, and also, I guess it's time for us to stop. That's what's happening. I'm seeing that because did you do that? Did you drop all those links in there, or did your system automatically do that? Because it was like five. Oh, you did that. You're amazing. Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe, everybody. I don't care about liking or subscribing. Although Maya does. Maya cares. Yes. So And this is, ironically, we're being managed by an AI overseer. The AI arts overseer is like, oh, yeah, I don't believe anyone wants to know that you exist unless people have already said they like that you exist and want to know that you exist and do that every time you exist. So actually, yes, what Maya said, please engage with creating the data points that will allow the artificial intelligence overseer to like allow us to be viewed on twitch.tv, calling up justice. I'm not even going to say our TikTok because we're on the line. We're on the line. Y'all, Tanya, I'm so happy you could make the live stream. I love having people who are actually artists who work with AI having conversations with us. That was awesome. Yes. You thought it was beautiful? I didn't know it. It reminded me of. Okay, I'll agree with you. Are you sure? Are you sure? But like the backgrounds were not like made by like really? Oh, Okay, Maya, I'm annoyed that I want to keep engaging with this because I know we need to stop the stream. But let me say this. Let me say this one last observation, and then we will stop the stream. Um, I think that the background art was. I think they used AI to generate. Like, I think they possibly like used a real, like, an artist made an image and then was like, hey AI, expand this, make it do this, do stuff like this. I'm looking at this artwork on here, and this looks like it was generated by AI to me. I'm on a Nudicon, their website, and oh, oh, huh. I like these ideas that you came up with. Maya, thank you so much for doing Gaming for Justice every week. Thank you for researching the games and bringing us together to have this cool conversation. You've planted a bunch of seeds that I'm gonna have to explore where these paths. I I'm so annoyed that I'm now gonna have to I'm gonna replay the road trip now. Okay, thank you, Maya Mom.